Dallas is looking really good these days.
What's that, Liston?
You like my lead-ins, don't you? The market ones. So things have really shifted. Last week we came off of Memorial Day, and so things were really tamped down because Dallas is one of those towns that likes to leave when it's a 4-day weekend, and it really was reflective in the actual market.
There's a lot of stuff that gets shoved into that 3-week period that's between Memorial Day and 4-week period and 4th of July.
Yeah.
And I think we're seeing the reasons for that, or I'm sorry, the results of that. So coming soons, we're up about 16%. That was they went up 12 to 87 in Dallas County. That is. It's an optional status in MLS. If agents do any outward marketing, they've got to have it in MLS, and that's a status that they use. New active listings were up about 19% last week to 489. And option period is the first status that the property goes into when it goes under contract. And those were up 13% to 360.
And so once the option period has ended and the contract is still intact, we move into the status called pending. That's up 26% to 2 for 179, which is greater by 37. And then also sold, that is way up 54% over last week. So that is up 165 units to 407 this week. And also, what is hanging around the same? It's rates. So conforming 30-year rate is still hanging around at 6.7. I think that could be the new norm. I have heard through different sources that it looks like the rate will not be increased in the next go round. So
you're talking about Federal Reserve?
Yep.
Yeah, I would agree. And I think what we'll also see, rates settle back down a little bit now that the debt ceiling issue is resolved. Yes. Uncertainty makes those markets go nuts. And now that has been solved and that's been signed and that implemented, I think, that is an example of last week's business. And I think next week we'll see the example of this week's business with them going down some.
Absolutely. And it was, I meant to actually bring the photo. I'll bring it next week. But when we were on tour this week, we were touring a home in North Dallas. And I thought they had done one of the most interesting things. They had, I won't say converted because this house they probably didn't convert, but it would be a really easy thing to do. If you have a media room and media room's not the thing for you, they actually turned theirs into a golf driving range. Mm-hmm. With the technology that's out there today, it was really simple for them to put this together. They also had a Peloton in there and a rowing machine. It made a lot of sense for that space.
It really did. It was a lot of space that would either nowadays go unused or would have a media room set up in it.
Right.
So few people would actually use it.
And I can see like downsizers loving that, or I can see like a very athletic family being all in on that. Mm-hmm. That'd be a great way to get going.
So it really would.